Marvel Rivals Season 3 character tier list. Simple as that. And for those of you who have probably no patience, this is the timestamp if you want to skip to it where I just, see the full vision. But for those of you who are going to stick around, this tier list is based on my own experiences in low elo. I'm somewhat from 7 hours of Steam time that I have on this game. I play this game a lot, guys. And of course, the streams, videos I've seen from other high-ranking players that plays of high elo. I'm going to compare them and analyze them as well. And I know I have pretty much probably a lot of experience on each character, and I have been following the meta every time. So if you enjoyed this tier list and want to see more of it, make sure to leave a like on this one and subscribe for more awesome content. But without further ado, let's jump right into it, and I will of course make a timestamp for each of these characters if you are interested. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, we have Adam Warlock for our first contester. Straight up, this guy is a C tier. Why? Because, well, you see, without the res comp, with Mantis and Star-Lord, he is not the best support. His healing is low. He cannot do it so often. Of course, the headshot thing can lower it. But come on, you expect low elo players and even high level players are having struggles with this. Although people are getting better at using his ult. I have seen a lot of ults that save the game entirely due to this resurrection. But I still think this guy is a C tier. It can work, but he's not the best, especially against divers. And of course, I'm a dive main Panther Lord player. Black Widow. I can just make a tier list here to make just trash. And that would be it. I do not care. Not a single good Black Widow exists in low elo. Below Grandmaster, there's not a single one. You might even see a good one in like quick play, but nope, not in rank at all. This character is so bad and trash. I legit cannot kid you. I gave her so many shots. I tried. But this character is just not playable. She does not do enough damage. And she's such an easy kill for Panther. Easy kill. Not even the stun can help her. If you are full HP, there's nothing she can do. She cannot two-shot you. Now, Captain America. Captain America, as I've always said in myself, and I have seen from every streamer good player of Captain America. Just look at, like, for example, Japanese Curry. Like this guy, I have seen it and analyzed it. The one thing that I will say, okay, two things that I will say. Captain America should not be a solo tank, and second, should not be a solo diver. If you do these two things, you are straight up throwing as Captain America. You're not going to have a good time. Like, this guy is Japanese Curry. He's one of the best Captain America, if not the best Captain America. But he struggles when he's the solo tank or the solo diver in his team. Doesn't matter if you are the best, if you are not getting supported by another diver or by another tank, you are legit thrower. Because Captain America cannot do enough damage on his own. On a solo, even a solo healer. He needs another diver to support him. Otherwise, you are straight up cannot do it. But if you do those things, he is straight up a B tier character. In my personal opinion, from what I've seen from low elo to high ranking, this is a B tier. Now, my boy Panther. This is the main event, of course. S tier, that's it. No. Okay. I'll be honest with you guys. This comes from someone who mains Black Panther, created an account, an alt account, just to play Black Panther. He has lore on Black Panther. He learned Black Panther all on his own, without watching guides or some shit. Black Panther is still B tier. I would still give him C, honestly. But they fixed his no rigs somewhat. I think most of the time. So he's now B tier. Yes, he has the highest win rate in Marvel Rivals Season 2.5. But allow me to explain to you guys really simply. People are underestimating Black Panther, but at the same time, they're overestimating him. They're overpraising him. Black Panther has not changed one bit from season 1 till now. He has the same movesets, the same animations, the same abilities, and the same team up. Nothing has changed except his no rakes. Nothing else. People are just starting to understand his kit a little bit better. That's it. And people are forgetting how to counter him. Like, straight up, Black Panther is not consistent. Allow me to explain it to you. In quick play, the simplest thing that I could give you. Quick play, I am dominating the entire team. 30-6. I am killing them. But I see my tank who is 6-6, my other two DPS who are 10-9, and the other one is 8-8. My support cannot do anything. Now, what value does my play have? Even if I kill all their support, some of their DPS, I cannot provide support for them. One rule, the biggest rule that you have on Black Panther is that you cannot do a frontal assault. That's the word I was looking for. A frontal assault on the enemy team, especially tanks. You are just feeding that way. On Black Panther, you cannot provide any support to your backline, to your tanks whatsoever. You have to be able to play with your team to be able to help them. Otherwise, you're on your own. So if you expect Black Panther to play on the cart, try to peel for the support, that's not going to happen. Black Panther needs a good team to be able to push alongside him. Otherwise, no matter how many kills you get, you have no value in there. You're just increasing your kill count. Nothing more. So, Black Panther has not the ability to provide support for your, backline, provide support for your tanks. He has no survivability. If you miss a dash, that's it. You're done. You have to get out. Otherwise, you're feeding. You cannot do anything. You cannot hold the point. You cannot push on your own. And that's it. So, people want to say that he's S tier. No, he just hasn't changed at all. People are just starting to learn. But at the same time, people are starting to overpraise this character. I wish his shields would work like the same way as Magik's shield would work. With every attack, he would gain overshield. And for the love of God, just give him the 100 overshield. Like, the maximum amount of shields that you get from the marks and the dashes that you do is a maximum 375. Just give it to 400. What is that? But again, Black Panther is a good character, but that's not enough for him to sustain the fight. You need a good team to be able to support Black Panther. Otherwise, solo, you're not going to do anything. You have no survivability. You have no defensive maneuvers against an assault on a 1v6. You cannot do it. You're not Iron Fist. So that's what I think Black Panther is. He is not S tier one bit. He has not changed one bit. This hurts me when I say this as a Black Panther main. But he still hasn't changed one bit. He has not gotten to see a new team up. This is season 3. I hope they will give him something in season 3.5 with Blade coming out. But that's what I want to say. If you disagree with me, you disagree with me. But look at so many good streamers, so many good Black Panther mains, like Karkat, like Samju. These guys are the GOATs at Black Haunt, even the rank 1 Black Panther. Most of them, I think, would agree with me on this list because they know what Black Panther is. They, like myself, had to learn from scratch to play Black Panther. And they know what his capabilities is and what are his downs. But that's what I say. Okay, moving on. I talked a bit too much about Black Panther. Moving on, we have Cloak and Dagger. Straight up, this character, I would honestly sometimes wanted to give it an A from season 2. But honestly, after a lot of debate, after playing her, a lot. And after the season 2 2.5 and season 3 right now, this character is honestly D tier. Now hear me out. She has some good things, good kits, but honestly the amount of healing that she does is honestly not that impressive. If she did not have the auto aim healing, this would have been an even more worse character than Black Widow. I'll be completely honest with you. And the cloak form is impressive. Honestly, that's the biggest and better kit of this character. But Dagger, the amount of healing, the orb, the orb that she throws on the ground, that's somewhat good against dives and all that. Will put make a Black Panther, try to escape. They cannot kill a single target in that orb. But honestly, besides that, her ult is easy to shut down. If you have a Magneto on your team who are good, and I'll be honest with you, in your low elo, people are starting to try to do this. They have a Magneto, they will save their ult for although they have no aim, so they cannot shoot her. But people are starting to understand how to, try to destroy her. So honestly, she's not the best of healers out there. That's all I'll say. If you disagree with me, go on, tell me, because I played a lot of her and I got so many aces with her. But she's still, I believe, a D tier character. Moving on, Dr. Strange, A tier, completely A tier. They nerfed his damage in, I think, season 2.5 or season 2, I think, or I don't know, maybe 2.5 or 2. But now in season 3, or no, I think they did increase his damage in 2.5. Yes, I think that's it. But in season 3, he is still the GOAT. The Sorcerer Supreme, he is still the GOAT. And he does great amount of damage. His shield is in completely, like, one of the best things that he has. His flight, his abilities, his ultimate. If you play him right, he is the GOAT. But he is still, I think, doesn't fare in comparison to the other tanks as much as he used to be in like season 1 or 2. But he's still a GOAT tank, and I love his character so much. It's such a good character, but I believe his kit is now on a balanced state. I legit think I don't think they should touch him anymore. Maybe just a tiny bit increase the dark energy gathering that he has, that he can gather from the whip attack, his melee attack. Maybe increase that a tiny bit more, then that would help a lot. Moving on, we have Emma Frost. Straight up S tier. This character, I cannot tell you how many times I got choked slammed by this character and how many times I died because of her. She has great CC abilities. She pretty much can stop any ult in this game except Pheonix. I tried that, but she cannot stop Phoenix's ult. And her shield is completely shuts down so many ults. Perfect protection. Her beam, when it gets to 100, it melts everything. And of course, her other ability, the E, the soul orb thing that she gathers, it's so good. She's a S tier character, legit. And her ultimate, if they don't have a shield tank hero, she can dominate the entire lobby, completely destroy them, make them not playable one bit. She's an S tier character. Honestly, if I could, I'd get a triple S tier, but that's the ranking that I'll have to give her. She's a perfect tank. Now Groot, I'll be honest with you, is a menace if played right, but a lot of people are no longer playing Groot. So I played Groot a lot. I almost have him as Centurion. But honestly, even in low elo and high elo, I do not see enough Groots. And his walls are, people are finally understanding, okay, shoot the bloody walls. first kill Groot. He's the top priority because yes, if you allow Groot to play, he's gonna put so many balls on your tanks, on your DPS, and they're all gonna die. And his ult is so good. His ult is one of the best. But people are starting to, to learn how to shut down his ult and to save their, their people and their other teammates. So I think he's now at B tier, a little higher than Captain America, but I believe a lot of people are no longer playing Groot because he's no longer the best tank that there is. His Iron Walls are, have lower HP. His other walls are people are understanding to shoot down the walls. And I honestly don't think he's that much impressive nowadays with the lower damage that his attacks and the walls that they do. Okay, moving on. Hawkeye, my brother, you are an S tier. You do not know how many times I died to a Hawkeye who just blindly shot at me. And suddenly it was a bloody hit mark and I died. 300 HP hero died instantly, like that. Snapped out of the existence. This character is so busted. He's not even remotely close how busted this character is. Like, look at the streamers who play Hawkeye. Hawkeye, if played right and if given enough support, will melt the other team. And they cannot even come close to him. Flyers dead. Absolutely dead. Divers might survive, might not survive. It depends on the support that he can get. And tanks, don't even get me started. If you have no shield, you are dead. He is so busted. And of course, with the team up that he has with Luna, that's even more busted. Okay, Hela. Honestly, previously I would give her an S, but now she's an A character. Hear me out. Hela, in I think most tier lists of big streamers and all that, is considered an S tier, but hear me out. I believe that she no longer is the Empress here. She no longer is the good, hitbox character, because Pheonix actually overshadows her. Pheonix now is the better version. I have said it before in my short. Pheonix is the better version of Hela. Why? Because first of all, Hela, if you do miss your shots, you're screwed. It's not forgiving. She has no survivability other than her E that stuns, and of course with the team up with Venom and all that is good. Don't get me wrong, that's a nightmare for divers and a lot of characters. But honestly, believe it or not, one of the easiest characters to kill as Black Panther is Hela, because they cannot react to your combos. Even in high elo, a lot of Hela players cannot react to Black Panther. And in her bird form, you are so vulnerable. You can go in one direction and that's it. You go down and then you resume the combo on her. She cannot do anything. Yes, she can 2-tap you, but if you cannot survive the divers or any other character, what use is your 2-tap combo? But Pheonix is another thing. Pheonix has so much forgiving space, because if you mark them, the mark will stay on the character quite a while actually, and you can continue with the combo and bam, the explosion happens. That's a massive chunk of damage. You provide a value. You have escaping. You have bam, I snapped out of existence. The divers lost track of me, and I can have the ability to fly. I can go in any direction I want. I have so much more freedom. But Hela, you don't have that freedom at all. So I believe that she no longer is the S tier character, but now she's lower at A tier. That's what I believe. Again, you have every right to, argue that is not true. I played her a lot, but that's what I think. I've seen that in low and high elo as well. Hulk. Honestly, I'm sorry to like Hulk. Previously I would say this guy is just a meat grinder, just free meal. You see a Hulk, shoot him, and then he's dead because he's a thrower. But honestly, after playing Hulk quite a ton, I believe that this character is a B tier. Or if not, let me give it an A tier. Honestly, A tier. Why? Because Hulk, if played right, he has so many team ups in this game that genuinely previously what Hulk would instantly get banned because of Namor, Iron Man, and Wolverine. But now Iron Man doesn't exist, but Namor still is. In low elo, people will play Hulk and Namor so many times that they will get so many wins. Play this character, play him right, and you can actually get so many good, great shots. You can you can protect your support from any ult, protect your flyers even, and you can take down flyers with a good jump, and you are a menace to supports. If played right, this guy has so many team ups and will provide extremely great value to your team. I have seen it and I have played it myself. I got so many MVPs because of this. So yeah, I think this guy is great but I think he's still an A tier because he is still an easy target to kill. Okay, Human Torch. Honestly, Human Torch is an S tier. Why? Because the amount of flames, the amount of area control that this guy has is immense. It's such a pain in the ass. Believe me when I say this, this guy is a menace in high elo. People play him. Even though he has one of the lowest pick rates, I am genuinely interested in why. I played him. I'm not good at him. I'll be honest with you. I'm not good at flyers because I think this is a pussy act. I don't like flyers. I'll be honest with you. But I think Human Torch is one of the best characters to be able to control a payload or an area. The amount of flames, the amount of AoE damage that he does is so painstakingly brutal. And of course, his ultimate is crazy. Now he doesn't have the Storm team up, which is kind of good. We have another version of that nightmare, which is the Jeff Nato. I'm not going to talk about it. But he is still a great character, and he is the anchor on Spider-Man, which I believe he's not in the greatest spot. Spider-Man is not the greatest spot in Season 3, but I believe this character is an S tier character. Invisible Woman. Honestly, Invisible Woman is B tier. Why? I would previously give her C tier, but nowadays with the amount of increase in the hard healing kit, it's so good. You have no idea. I have her as Centurion. So Invisible Woman, with the amount of increase in healing that they gave her, the buff that they gave her, she feels so rewarding to play. Good shields, amount of bam, 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 bam. There, your tank is fully HP. She is a menace for, divers. It's so hard to kill her. Her push is good. Her, orb thing that she does is great for controlling the payload. And of course, the amount of healing and damage that she does is actually kind of impressive now. And I think she's a great peel. People say she's one of the worst healers, but I believe no, that's not true. With the buffs that they gave her, she's one of the best healers. If you want to play your main is a healer, I suggest you go play her. She's easy to understand. She's easy to to learn, and you provide great value to your team if you play her right. And of course, her ultimate is kind of sick. Okay, now next up we have Iron Fist. Now Iron Fist straight up D tier. Oh, sorry, C tier. My bad. That's even better. Why? He's the most inconsistent hero ever. Yes, I have seen a lot of great Iron Fist players, but most 75% of them are just so inconsistent. Like, so many people want to say Black Panther is the tickle monster. I will say that again in another video. But I believe Iron Fist is the new king of tickling, because with the nerfs that he has and with the amount of damage that he does, he's straight up the tickle monster now. He's so inconsistent. He has to constantly be... He can only go on one target, and if that target gets pocketed and protected, he loses all his value, and he's straight up just feeding them all charges. His ult is good, but most people don't know how to use it. Like in low elo, you will not never see a good Iron Fist player. I guarantee you. So I think he's as a character, he is C tier, definitely C tier. Okay, next up we have Iron Man. I'll be honest with you. I hate flyers so much. I think they are the most boring, brain dead characters ever. I want to say personally, I want to say he is D tier, but honestly, he is now. I think I want if there was one rank below B, and not C, I would put him there. But for now, I'll get him below the lowest B tier. Like, Invisible Woman is so much more better than him. Don't get me wrong. First of all, nerf the amount of distance that their shots can go. They nerfed his poke ability, but he's just this same piss baby. He straight up just pisses and the enemy dies. He is such a brain dead. All the flyers are brain dead characters. He takes no skill. His abilities are dog shit, and they gave him just overpoweredness. He can shoot from a mile away, and still the bullets hit. They just don't disappear. And his ultimate is well, some people can do it, some people can't. I am thankful for the increase in the ult charge requirement. That's good. I still believe this character, all flyers are straight up brain dead. If legit, you people who play flyers, you have issues. I'll be honest with you. Yes, I know I'm not, blaming you guys for playing it, but I'll be honest, I can never get along with you guys. You are brain dead for using these characters. Even Punisher is better than this shit. Okay, moving on. Jeff. A hot take? I believe Jeff to be an extremely good hero. Now, in high elo, maybe in triple support. In low elo, God, that he can carry games. I'll be honest with you. I've gotten so many MVPs using Jeff. And another hot take is that I think the reworks that they gave him is actually made him more overpowered than his previous version. Why? Because first of all, his pissing that he does that heals, and the range of it on it is straight up insane, and he can deal with flyers too. That's another good thing. But the damage is actually insane if it can stack up. And the spitting that he does that knocks people back is actually a god tier decision. It saved me and allowed me to get so many kills. It is so good. But I'll be honest with you, his survivability is not the best. No longer. That is no longer the thing. One of the easiest characters for Panther now to kill was Jeff. While in the previous version of Jeff, he was the biggest and hardest character to kill as Black Panther. But now he's the easiest. But still, his survivability aside, he's actually, I think, more overpowered than his previous version. He can heal a lot. He can peel for a lot more, support a lot, and actually be able to do damage consistently. So I think he's a great character, and of course his ult is straight up insane and broken. I don't know if they should fix that too or not. I don't know, but I think that Jeff actually is a B tier, in the middle part. Loki. Where did Loki go? S tier. He is, besides Emma, he is one of the best support that this game has. His ult that copies any character is insane. His clones are insane. The amount of healing, AoE healing that he does is insane. The orb, the lamps that he puts is insane. This character is so consistent. His ult charge is insane. They increased it, but that is a good thing they did. And I love this character so much. I almost have him as Centurion, but I want to say this, that people are starting to, get a lot more better at handling Loki. Previously, they just would leave the clones there. But now people will destroy the clones, and with the addition of Pheonix, Loki might be cooked, because Phoenix's best things is that she's a menace for supports who have a lot of clones or a lot of, try to group up, and Loki is one of them. So she can cook him. So, but I still think he is one of the best support that this game has. Luna Snow, again, an S tier, but even better than Loki. She has 275 HP. She has so many abilities. She can easily stop divers if you can get the snowflake on them. And of course, the healing that she does is insane. And of course, her 12-second invincibility. I want to say that. It's straight up invincibility ult that she has. And it's insane. The damage boost is insane. And of course, God, the amount of damage. She's the sweetheart of Marvel rivals. She gets so many buffs in her damage, her range, and speed, everything. They give her everything. She is busted, straight up busted. Even more so than Pheonix, I guess. She can solo. She can 2-tap Spider-Man, who is 250 HP. Headshot, bam, that's 2-shot done. Next. She is insane. She's the best healer in this game. Magik. Now, high elo, she's insane. Somewhat, sometimes. Because she doesn't die, really doesn't die. She is what I always liked Panther's attack to be, to give him shields with every attack. It just doesn't have to be his dash. And of course, even his dash doesn't give him. You have to have the mark on someone to be able to dash onto them, and then you get shields. Something that I wish wasn't it. I wish his attacks would be the same as Magik, because Magik's normal attacks does insane damage, while Panther's normal melee attack doesn't do that much. But so I think it's fair to give Panther, to be able to gain overshield. But in low elo, people just don't know how to play Magik somewhat competently. But if you know how to play Magik, I played her. She's insane. Her ult is straight up terrifying. Previously, people would make fun of that ult, but nowadays, if you hear that ult, you have to either use a support ult, but that doesn't even guarantee that you are going to survive if the Magik player is good, actually knows what they are doing. So honestly, if in low elo, not so much, but in high elo, she's a great character. A little bit sometimes inconsistent, but still a great character. So I want to say I'll give him, besides Black Panther, a B tier character. Magneto, S tier. No, yes, he's even better than Emma. Magneto is the definition of a great tank. Shields, crazy damage, another shield that protects your support, and crazy amount of health. A good ult to shut down other supports or protect your team from like Punisher ult. He is insane. Doesn't matter in what elo you play, high or low, everyone will agree that Magneto is one of the best, if not the best, tank in this entire game. And that's not even up for debate. Most people will say that I'm right. And I think he has a complete kit. I don't think he will ever need a buff nor a nerf. He's, I think, one of the most balanced characters in this entire game. He is so consistent. His win rate is good enough. If you play him right, none of your supporting guard are going to die, and you're gonna get pocketed and get easy W's. Next up, we have Mantis. Now, Mantis, after the recent buffs that she got, I would previously put her at, D tier. But now, with the amount of healing that she does, she is below C tier. The lowest C tier. Why? In Rescom, she's insane. She does crazy amount of damage, actually. But she still gets that out-damaged by Luna. But the amount of healing that she does now with the buffs is actually kind of good. Not bad at all. She is good with the Black Panther or any dive character or any ult, buff them and then they ult. or do anything else. She's good as that type of support, but otherwise, without the team up with Adam, she's not the best, and her ultimate can be shut down like any other support. But I think nowadays with the changes, she's in a somewhat good state, but not the best support that you want. Mr. Fantastic, straight up, I hate this character. I think he is just he's not necessary in a team. He is just such a brain dead character. The stretching in his abilities are fucking dog shit, and the amount of overshield that this character gets, he outnumbers Magik, overshadows anything else. He is a brain dead character, I'll be honest with you. He's even more brain dead than all these flyers. And yes, he counters my Black Panther or any and divers, but I still think he's just not the best character other than in that aspect. Like for frontal confrontation, Mr. Fantastic is nothing. Like legit nothing. You get pocketed by your support, he goes down. He's not the best character, so I believe that he is better than Iron Fist. I think the a top C is a good place for Mr. Fantastic. Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a he is actually below Iron Fist. Moon Knight is C tier. Why? Because I believe that now Moon Knight is overshadowed by Pheonix again. Like Pheonix is a great way to play, against the groups of enemies who group up together. Previously, Moon Knight was the go-to for, if the characters or the enemies are grouped up. But now, Pheonix actually is the key and the goat for that. Moon Knight I think he's good character, but people are trying to understand or came to the conclusion, okay, maybe I should shoot the Onks. Yeah, maybe I should shoot those Onks. It will help a lot if I shoot them, yeah. And you shut down Moon Knight entirely. His ult is not the best no longer. His ult previously was insane, but nowadays it requires a lot of timing, and it's not really the best, and he's easy to dodge. His damage output is actually sometimes good. I've seen a lot of great Moon Knight players, but after this recent buffs and how people started to learn the game, those good Moon Knight players disappeared. I've seen a lot of Moon Knight players who dominated, but now after all the patches and everything, those people came out to be frauds. Moon Knight is no longer a great character. He is playable, and in certain situations, he's actually a great character, but not necessarily all the time. So I think he's a good spot in C tier. Now Namor. Namor is A tier. Why? Because in high elo, people are actually smart and they shoot the squids. And your divers are then have easy access to Namor, and of course his shield, if he uses it, has 20-second cooldown, which is actually a genius design. It makes it risky to use your shield, and at the same time is rewarding for others if you misuse it. And of course in low elo, people are dumb enough and don't shoot the... In low elo, if a person in low elo would use it, he would set it triple S, but no. Because why? Recently, of course, people shoot the squids now, but with the recent buffs in his attack damage and of course his projectile speed, that is insane. He can 2-tap 250 HPs max, even at the long distance, he can 2-tap them, which is extremely insane. His speed is insane. His team up with Hulk is good if people are dumb enough not to shoot them. But otherwise, he's a great character for, low elo. In high elo, he's not necessarily the best character. So I think an A is good, and divers are starting to understand how to counter even Namor. So I think A is a good tier for him. Penny. And now, as much as I hate Penny for the rocket team up that they gave her that makes the entire map a Venezuelan war zone, I think that she is a honestly C tier. A C tier hero. Why? Because so many people don't even know how to play her. I played her a lot. I did some good with her, but recently, if I want to play her, I can't. I don't know how to go against so many other players who are actually learned. In high elo, it's not going to work. High elo requires extreme mentality. You have to be so good at her to be able to provide well. Low elo, you're good. You can rank up easily as Penny. But without her mines, without her nest, she is a walking dead meat that provides all charges. She is slow, her shots deal no damage. Her, of course, her wings or webs or something just barely, holds the. That's good for, stopping ults, but not necessarily the best solutions. People in low elo are dumb and don't shoot the mines, and I die because of it. Otherwise, in high elo, the way I see it, she is not the best character to play against high elo. Even with the Rocket team up, it's not good. People are actually smart and shoot the nest, and then she's an easy kill. It requires so much precision, so much timing, so much creativity to be able to be a good Penny player. Otherwise, she's not the best character. Now, Psylocke. Psylocke is straight up S tier. Or maybe, you know what? I'm gonna. I'll say bottom A. No, I'm gonna stick with. She's bottom S tier. Why? Because, first of all, Psylocke has always remained the same. She's a great dive hero who actually has immense damage, close up. She can melt support or any other DPS. I have seen so many great Psylocke players, so many good Psylocke players are in top 500. You can see them. Her ult, if timed properly, is worth it. Even if you get one kill, that's worth it. For dive, it's not your job to gain five kills in a row. Your job is to have one worthwhile kill. Sorry. So I think she's a great character. Her invincibility being lowered to 2 seconds is, I would say it's a nerf, yes, but I do not say, I can't say I saw that as a bad thing. Honestly, I don't know if that is even impactful. I've tried it, and I don't see the impact that much. In low elo, people I don't know what to do with divers in general, and of course against Psylocke, because even if she's in the back, she can provide immense damage and provide value. So I think she's S tier for sure. Rocket. Now, as someone who only nearly has Lord on Rocket, I can say this for sure. He is a menace for divers because it's so hard to kill him. And of course, he's a good, provides massive healing, and of course his ult is good. But now with the introduction of Pheonix, she completely shuts down Rocket's ult entirely, and of course his res beacon and his team up with Penny completely shuts him down. With one ult, she destroys not only one ult, a team up ability, but also a res beacon. So I think with the introduction of Season 3, previously I would put him at below Invisible Woman in B tier, but now I want to say that he is the highest so far in C tier. No, you know what? I'll still put him. No, I'll stick with my thing. He is C tier. He's not the best now with amount of how much pressure he gets from Pheonix and other characters, but he still has one of the best survivability among all the supports. He can easily run through all the walls. He can easily run. I still think he is the best support when it comes to survivability. He cannot die easily. If your Rocket on your team is dying a lot, know that they are doing something wrong. Now, Wanda. Honestly, I can say that you should go unalive yourself if you play this character. I'm serious about that, because this is one of the most brain dead characters. But overall, she's D tier. Why? Because she provides no value to your team. In low elo, even in high elo, she is worthless. even with the team up with Strange, which by the way, that's immense damage, right? But she gets out healed by anything. She can easily get overpowered by any other character. The shield healers completely shut her down, and of course, any other ability, any DPS or any other support can easily heal or out damage her. If she loses those two warp things that she disappears, she's honestly cooked. She has no other value besides that. Decrease her range of attack, please and thank you. Then I'm good. Now the main dish, Spider-Man. My boy Spider-Man. I have Lord on him, but honestly, and I won 181. I had 181 matches in season 2.5, and I won 110 of them. Although those are quick plays and all that, but still, Spider-Man now with the amount of nerfs and the removal of his team up. Yes, we has a new team up with Human Torch, but not a lot of people, as you have seen the pick rate. Not a lot of people play Human Torch. And without that and the lower damage that he does with his combos and all that, he is honestly now he is B tier. Or no, he is actually C tier right now. As much as that pains me, he is now C tier. Why? Because the amount of lower damage that they gave him, the nerfs that they gave him, you cannot two shots or cannot combo 275 HP heroes. And you have 250 HPs heroes, you cannot completely destroy them. The only worthwhile value is that if you are good at Spider-Man, you can pull off people from the ledges. And that's about it. That does happen in high elo. In low elo, no. Even if you want to go against flyers, they have so many counters and overshield abilities that they completely out-heal your damage. And you become worthless and useless. And people are starting to learn how to out-heal the damage of his ult. But if you have a good Spider-Man, you have to be so sweaty. You have to do so much work for little value. A value that Black Panther can easily provide for you. So I think he is now at C tier, which actually pains me. Okay, next up we have Squirrel Girl. Or as I like to call it, get out of my lobby game. Yeah, this character is, again, brain dead. Aimless characters. I hate those kind of characters a lot. And now with the team up, apparently she gets like insane amount of damage because they stuns and then the team up shots, and then you're dead. And that is actually quite insane. I will tell you that. But honestly, she's such a brain dead character. Her ultimate is so busted at sometimes at certain points and choke points is insane, and I hate it. But at the same time, she is just such a low tier character. In low elo, high elo. High elo, you don't see a good Squirrel Girl. You don't see a Squirrel Girl at all. People just don't play her. It's not worth it in high elo. Good players just don't play her. They know what she is not worth it. In low elo, a lot of people play her, but they provide no value to her. Yes, she does immense amount of damage. Her ultimate is fucking crazy, but otherwise, she is not worth it. Star-Lord, Peter Quill. She is A tier. Now, I'll say this as a caveat. Star-Lord's ultimate should be nerfed. I do not care how much you want to tell me. This guy's ult is illegal. It should not be this powerful. The distance, even so, in such a long distance, he can still 2-tap me. It is insane, honestly. I think it should be nerfed. It should not be this powerful. But otherwise, as a character, he has, flight ability. He's, what's they called? His jumping ability that he does with backflips that he does, gave him invulnerability. Those are good, and reloads his ammo. He's a good character somewhat. In low elo, a lot of people just don't know how to play him and just try to charge their ult, and then they provide value. But in high elo, a lot of great players actually play Star-Lord and provide immense value, immense damage, and of course their ultimate. They know how to time their ult, they know when and how to use them. And if you do, and with all of course his other abilities, he is a menace. He's extremely hard to kill with his fast maneuvers and of course his backflips. And yeah, he's, I think, in a good state. In terms of balance, he's in a good state. But other than his ult, I'll say this again: his ult should not be that powerful. Storm. She is honestly, I want to say she's now S tier. Why? Because she hasn't changed at all, and I do not see a lot of people actually play her anymore. The amount of people that are playing at Storm have decreased a lot. Why? I don't know. Maybe a lot of, hit scan heroes with the introduction of Pheonix that even makes it worse. And divers are starting to learn how to dive her. I have gotten significantly better at diving, flyers. But still, she provides immense value with the damage increase that she does, and her ultimate, of course, with the Magneto, which is insane. No support ult can save you, by the way. These two ults can pretty much melt and destroy your entire team. No support ult can help you. It's just that. So I think she provides immense value to the team if she's in there, and if she's good. The damage that she does is good. She's a good character, but a lot of people just no longer play her. That's what I have seen. Okay, next up we have Punisher. Punisher. Now, Punisher, I think now with the nerf on his turret, even with that, he's, I think, an A tier. Or no, maybe let's say a B tier. High B tier. Why? Because, of course, his amount of damage and his amount of shots that he has is insane. The amount of damage that he does is insane with team up with Black Widow. His ultimate has always been insane, and people are actually starting to get smart about how to use that ult. In support ults, provide value. And if you know how to aim, this guy provides immense value to your team. Because, let's be honest, a character that does 45 that has 45 ammo, shoots immensely fast, does deal immense amount of damage, and most of his shots can be critical, and he has a shotgun that can allow him to go toe-to-toe with tanks. He provides much more damage than even a fucking Wolverine. See how worthwhile he is. But I will say this: he has no counter and no protection against divers. His smokescreen is useless, and I can easily, if he's not pocketed, he can easily be brought down. And Magneto's ult completely shuts down his ult. But I still think he's a great character if you wanted to learn to rank up quick in low elo, and if you have good aim in high elo, even that, then you can provide good value. The thing now with the buffs, he's now an S tier character. With the ability to jump towards an enemy, charge up his knuckle fist, and punch them in that process. And if that done correctly on a flying, they get grounded. And then you slam on the ground, you ground them again, bam, bam, dead. You're welcome. He is now a great tank, where the ability to constantly be on the face of the enemy, jump back into them, jump to your support if you want to get healed, then jump back again in the enemy team, punch, ult, and then you're done. Perfect description of a good tank. Although I will say he is still not the best when it comes to high damage dealing heroes like Hela, Pheonix, Punisher, and of course Iron Man. But now with the ability that he has, even Iron Man should be scared of him. And of course, divers. He's a counter divers, especially Black Panther. I hate it. I hate the thing so much. With that ability, he's a menace. It's so hard to play against him when he can easily leap into me and punch the shit out of me. Now, Thor, my boy Thor, who I main as a tank. I hate to do this to you, pal, but you are in low. Honestly, yeah. No, you know what? No, he is C tier. Why? This again comes from me, someone who mains Thor. He has low survivability. His ult does not usually provide enough value. In high elo, people are actually smart and know how to maneuver around it. So his ult that doesn't provide any value at all. His damage is great. Don't get me wrong. His damage is immense and great. And if you know how to play him, he's a menace. He's great. His survivability is low though. He can easily, if he doesn't have any Thor force, the things that he has, the 3 charges that he has, he is cooked. You are easily done, and if you are not getting supported, you are dead. Otherwise, he's a good character, for low elo to somewhat, I think, Grandmaster even. But beyond that, it's so hard to play him. It's not the best solution for high elo to play as Thor. Because his other abilities, yes, the hammer throw is immensely such a great addition. Not an addition, a rework. And his other kits are good, but his ultimate is not worth it. It's really not worth it. And ultimates really decide how much value a character can give. If it provides 50% value, it shows you the value that character has. Okay, next up we have Ultron. Ultron is an A tier character. Now hear me out. In triple support, he is actually S tier. Because if you don't shoot him, he is constantly providing heals, shields, and he's poking your entire backline or your DPS from afar and provide immense damage. And his ultimate actually can heal a lot and, of course, deal a ton of damage. Otherwise, in one, just 2 supports, he's just A tier. If people are dumb enough not to shoot him, he can provide extremely great value. But if you are actually smart and shoot him like the people do in high elo, he is really not the best strategist. He's just a strategist. He is just a DPS with the ability to heal. That's what everyone is saying. And I believe that. But I still think he is a great hero. And with the fact that they lowered his damage, which is just such a great addition actually, I still think he's A tier, although below. The lowest A tier so far. Okay, Venom. Now, Venom is actually A tier. Why? Because with the addition of the new changes in his, kit, which allows him to slow down the enemies with these, tentacles, which provides great value, by the way. It changes the playstyle of Venom completely. It makes him such a worthwhile tank. And overall, he's a great dive hero. In high elo, you can see it. He just doesn't die. He has so much health and shields. But I will say this. He is in such a risky state because of the addition of Pheonix. Because Pheonix, not only her ult doesn't destroy every summon and all that, she also destroys overshields as well. Which is something that tanks like Venom need immensely. If for example, let's say Venom popped his ult, like he had 5 people, he has so many ults, and the Rocket's ult is behind him as well, provides shield, and he has so much overshield. But then Pheonix ults, bam, he lost all his overshield, and he's now a 200 HP hero, and he dies there. So risky plays, but I still think with the ultimate, good play style. And if the timing all your shots and knowing when to escape, you can pretty much no longer die. You must not die as Venom. and then you continuously poke, 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 slam, 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 dive, 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 and you support your entire team. He's a great tank, by the way. Bucky is and as always will be one of the best heroes in this game. But I will say I don't think he's no longer S tier. I think he is the highest A tier, in my opinion. Why? Because why is he not S tier? Because first of all, the amount of damage that his ult does is lowered, which is actually kind of good thing. And people are actually understanding how to maneuver around his ult as well, knowing, okay, he's gonna ult, I'll save his support ult, and then I'm gonna shut down that ult completely. Okay, they have a Bucky on their team. I'll play a bit far back so that his hook doesn't, chain me up with 3 other people and then set me in the middle of 6 people and then for me to die. Oh, he's going to use his ult. Okay, I'm gonna be prepared for it. I'm gonna stay far in the back. Use my shields. That's the thing. But if you play him right, he does immense amount of damage. His abilities are immensely good. His changes are actually insane. Great, change ups. And of course, his ult is busting. If you are actually able to, get it going again and again and again, it's busted. But with those things that I've said and the mentality that people are, or have now, he is now A tier, I believe. Logan or Logang, the demon, the Satan himself, highest. You know what? He needs an edition of its own. Devil edition. Yes. Devil. The devil is Wolverine is the devil himself. With the team up with Pheonix, he doesn't die. This fucking menace to society doesn't die. He destroys, melts tanks. His team ups gives him life steal. His ultimate at 100% rage kills anything, and he just doesn't die. This fucking menace to society and this terrorist just doesn't die. Just doesn't want to die. He is a great character, one of the best DPS in this entire game. He is constantly banned, and he should still be banned in high elo and low elo as well. People just are in high elo. People are afraid of him. They will give anything they have just so that the enemy team doesn't play Wolverine. And with the team up, they straight up surrender. They should okay. I'll just surrender. I can't. This devil is in me here. Can you fight the devil? Lastly, the newest character we have, Jean Grey Pheonix. Now, Pheonix is an S tier character. So far, how I played her a lot, a few hours, in a few games. She has so many different kits. She can, I explained it in my short video as well. She has she's an all-arounded jack of all trades, master of none. She can go toe-to-toe with tanks. She can melt tanks. She can go toe-to-toe with DPS easily. She's the better version of Hela, like I explained in the video. And of course, she has the passive ability to heal from every spark. And she can easily deal damage to Loki, and you support those groups, so those people who are grouped up. And her ultimate clears the entire board from any summons, which is kind of insane. And of course, her entire kit allows her to try somewhat in low elo escape divers, especially Black Panther or Spider-Man. But I still think, like I explained, divers can still chase after her. I think they should add a little bit more speed when she's trying to transform to try to fly. I think they should increase the speed of that a little tiny bit, because otherwise it takes some time for her to transform and then to be able to fly. But I think she's overall a great character, provides immense amount of value. She's a forgiving character for low elo and high elo players. She's a better version of Hela, like I always say. And I think that's about it. Yeah? Yes. Yeah, that's the entire kit. That's it. That's the entire that's the entire tier list. There you go, guys. This is the tier list that I made. If you want to take a screenshot of this, go ahead and tell me, guys, if you agree with these tier lists that I made, or if you're not, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, sorry about that. Again, this is based on my own experiences, my own opinions, the statistics and analysis that I had of low and high elo players. Well, I have seen, I have nearly so many hours on experience on every character, and I played them fully. I know what they can do. I know what to do with them. So I based all those things based on all my knowledge. So this is the tier list. Again, if you disagree or not, tell me in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like on this one, subscribe. Please make sure to share this with your friends and families, or whoever you are, and force them into subscribing to this channel. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay tuned for, you know, the Black Panther video that I'm going to give you guys. So take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.